Prepare for the TOEFL listening section with this sample conversation. Listen to the conversation, answer the questions about it. Check your score at the end of the video. Review the conversation to understand the correct answers. Subscribe for more TOEFL listening practice with conversations.
Hi there. Can I help you with anything today?
Hi. Yes, I'm a bit confused about academic integrity and plagiarism. I'm writing a paper for my history class, and I'm not sure how to properly cite my sources. I'm also a bit worried about accidentally plagiarizing even if I try to paraphrase.
I see. Well, the first thing you should keep in mind is that simply changing a few words in someone else's work still constitutes plagiarism. You have to make sure you're using their ideas with proper attribution.
So, even if I change the wording, I still need to cite the original source?
Absolutely. Think of it this way, you're borrowing someone else's ideas. Just like you wouldn't borrow a book from the library and claim it as your own, you can't borrow someone else's ideas and claim them as your own.
I understand. But what if I'm just trying to, explain a concept in my own words?
That's perfectly fine. In fact, that's what paraphrasing is all about. But even when you're paraphrasing, you're still using someone else's ideas. So it's crucial to acknowledge the original source.
I see. So, it's not just about copying words, it's about acknowledging the source of the information.
Exactly. It's also a good idea to use a variety of sources for your research. This will help you develop your own understanding of the topic and avoid relying too heavily on any single source.
Okay, that makes sense. But what if I find two sources that present conflicting information?
That's a great point. It's important to critically evaluate your sources and determine which ones are the most reliable. Look for sources from reputable academic journals, books by experts in the field, and government or university websites. You can also check the author's credentials and see if they have any biases.
How can I tell if a source is biased? Like, are there any keywords or phrases I should look out for?
That's a good question. Some red flags for bias might include strong emotional language like clearly, obviously, tragically, or disgracefully. These words can indicate that the author is trying to sway the reader's emotions rather than presenting objective information.
Right.
Another thing to watch out for is if a source only presents one side of an issue and ignores opposing viewpoints. That's another sign of a biased source. Also, make sure that the source doesn't make claims without providing supporting evidence.
Got it. So, I should look for sources that are objective and present information fairly.
Exactly. And if you're still unsure about a source, you can always ask your professor for guidance. They can help you evaluate the credibility of different sources and determine which ones are most appropriate for your research.
Thank you so much for all your help. This has been really informative.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could assist you. I hope this helps you with your research paper.
One, what is the main purpose of the conversation? Two, the student is primarily concerned about. Three, according to the librarian, which of the following is not considered plagiarism? 4. What advice does the librarian give to students who encounter conflicting information from different sources? 5. Which of the following best describes the librarian's approach to addressing the student's concerns?